In many places in the Grand Duchy, after the 10th anniversary of the liberation, we celebrate the Commemoration Day, a day that reminds us of the Second World War period, the Nazi crimes, the persecution and death of 6 million people in concentration camps.
J'ai été enrôlé de force par les Allemands. J'ai été d'abord en Russie. En Russie, j'étais devenu malade à cause de la guerre. Alors,
I became ill because of the war, so I was repatriated, first in Germany and then in France, and then I fled. I enlisted with the Allied Army, the Belgian Army.
Je suis entré dans une armée alliée, l'armée belge.
The 10th of September, the day of the liberation, was a happy day, a hopeful day, and not only for the inhabitants of Luxembourg. But this day is not only associated with happy memories. Alphonse de Moot tells us.
When
we got home on the 9th of September, in the evening, the Germans had parked their trucks in our barn and spent the night in the village. The morning of the day after, we switched on the radio and turned the volume very high on the German station, because the Germans were still in the region. But on the first floor, we had a little radio we secretly used. That morning, on the 10th of September, there was an important announcement. It was the Grand Duchess Charlotte addressing the population. "I cry," she said. "I am with you always. Every day I go to church. And this morning I received a telegram from the President of the United States. Luxembourg City will fall today." Here in Oberhoven, we were far from Luxembourg and the Americans. Villagers took advantage of the good weather to collect the second hay harvest. American aircraft were very active in the past few days. That day they appeared over the village hill and must have mistaken the hay carts for camouflaged German tanks. The pilots shot at the carts and only realized at the last minute that civilians were sitting on them. While correcting their weapons, the missiles continued to the village.
And we had seen before 3 houses, 3 buildings that were a stable or a barn. They caught fire straight away, and the 4th building, that was all one house, stable and barn were destroyed.
And I ran into the house. There was a noise of firearms, and what was it? After we were informed, the police from Nederdoven, the first jeep arrived. There were 10 of them. There was a group of Germans on the bridge. They fired straight away. They killed them all.
How did it happen? It was really horrible. You couldn't do anything apart from letting it burn, save what could be saved.
So the Weber's roof was touched at 2 meters and ours at 2 meters. And this house was saved with the water from the wash house. So with the hoses, the bowls, all the people came with their bowls to help. And our house was saved. After, when we rebuilt the house, after the war, the reconstruction told us, there you can now erect a fire-resistant wall. This story with the officer and the gun in Nederdoven, there was those that moved with us. 2 Germans came and the 2 from Nederdoven shot them down.
There they killed them. There they didn't kill them, but it nearly happened.
In Nederdoven, they wanted to kill the church caretaker, Pierre. He was against a wall. The order to shoot and be given, and Pierre said first of the 2 from Nederdoven were not allowed to shoot. All of a sudden, someone runs into the house and ordered those from Nederdoven to come into the house. The one who had given the order came out and ran towards the barn where Jos was working. He said, "Give me your civilian clothes. I am Luxembourgish, don't be afraid." And Jos gave him his clothes. He put on the uniform in a bag and left quickly, where there was a shot. Do you still remember? Yes, I remember. And he kept the gun.
In fact, it's strange. They started talking about what happened to them much later. Before, 10 years ago, they didn't talk. It's only now when they're old, over 80 years old, and it's only now that they start to talk. It must be like a liberation for them too, apparently.
Weer bevrijding is er waarschijnlijk.